Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to this new video on my channel. Today we are looking into an app called Milanote. Milanote is enabling us designers, project planners, product owners, basically any creative or any person involved in a creative process to build different boards and to be creative in a planning stage of a project. It enables us to gather nodes, to sort nodes, to create personas, to create processes, to create basically everything and to document everything involved in a creative process. And I want to give you a short review of this. You can download it for free. They have a Mac version and you can also use it in your browser. Go to milanote.com and go and grab your free account. Okay, I will show you a couple of basics in this program because it's quite easy and you will get used to it super quick, I promise. But I still want to show you a couple of features that it has. So the basic board that you have is this blank board right here, this blank area. And you can drag in those elements from the right, and I drag in a new board and I can call it, for example, I don't know, persona. And a board is like a space that I can double click and add new information to it. And you see that there is like a breadcrumb right here. You see that I can go back to the home space and drag in another board. And I can call this board the process. And maybe we document a process in here. And we can even create a link between those two boards. So for example, I just grab the arrow and I drag both sides, both ends of the arrow to these boards, and it's dynamically changing the arrow. Okay, let's go back. Let's go inside the persona. I can add a couple of cool things in here. So I can create a node and it says drag me. I can drag it in here. I can select a certain heading, I can format the text in here, and I can also choose some power-ups. Now power-ups are cool features for those different elements that we can add to it. So for example, we have long form. If you have a really long note, a long text that you want to paste into this board right here, then you can simply go for the long form and convert it. I can also convert it back. I can also say I want to create a description. Enabling the description feature gives us a separate line, and in here, for example, we could post a name, like for example my own name, and above right here I would post some information about this person. Okay, let's go back. We can do a couple of other cool things. We can say we want to create a column. A column is a collection of different elements, and we just gonna say this is max. And into this column we can, for example, drag different boards, but we can also drag in, for example, a to-do list, and we add a task. Something, I don't know, I will just write down some random stuff right here to show you the features, and let's not just focus on this content right here. Add a title to this list, no thanks. We can drag in a link. Maybe I want to post my website, my YouTube channel on here, and I also find it cool to post a note in here, like that. Okay, so this is super easy. I can of course also just use this one that I already created, this node right here, and drag it into our column. And I can drag it out as well as those other elements. I can also select this one here, right here, delete it, and we have some ungrouped and unsorted elements floating around. Let's select all of them, right click them, and we can even say group into a column or connect with lines. Let's do the first one, and it automatically changes and arranges those content elements into a new column. And I think this is really awesome because, for example, maybe you have so many different information floating around and you just want to post them in here inside this board without having to think about the sorting. And all you have to do is to drag them into a certain position, and after you gathered all your information, just select all of those elements, right click, add to a column, and boom, we have our max back in here. Let's drag those elements out again, and let's try the add links. Connect with lines or with links. Then you can also not just have a simple line here, but you can create a process using those different arrows and colors. So this is a pretty awesome feature. You can create simple mind maps with this. You can create a whole process and add different stuff to that. And I gotta say, I'm impressed with the amount of features that we have in here. Okay, I want to give you another example of some cool features. You can of course also add a comment to something. This way you can collaborate with your teammates on a certain project. So for example, I don't know, maybe I want to add a new text to my app, and I define the text in here inside this one, and one of my teammates says, no, actually I don't really like the text that you wrote down. Simply write down a comment, not good, post it, and you can even reply to this super easily. That's awesome. That's perfect for collaboration. We can add our own images and upload files, and another cool thing is that we can work with templates. Now this is a new feature that was just released, I think today or yesterday. We can add a template, and there are already some popular ones: design related, marketing related, product management related. For example, a user flow. Drag it in here, and you will see that we will now see a user flow generated automatically. Okay, we can of course also go back to our home space and create our own template. Now, creating your own template is also quite easy. Let's say we have a column right here, and this column will be a persona. So this one will give information about a certain person. We will use the same elements that we used before. We have a link, we will have a to-do list. Maybe we need to find some more information or stuff about this person, and we will have a note. I don't know, this is like the description of this person. Yeah, let's keep it in the middle. And well, using this, or by selecting this persona, we can now go to template and say we want to add a new collection, and we can give it a name called, for example, personas, and now drag a board here to convert it into a template. And I'm not sure, I don't think I can drag this in here because it's not a board, but by just creating a new board, sliding it in, persona, dragging in our column in here, we can now go back to templates and slide in the persona board into our template. So now that we created our own template, we can of course slide it in on every single board or on every single space that we have. And it's super simple because it's right now in this right bar, which is called unsorted, and from there we can drag it in and work with it. So it's super easy, it's super fun, and it's super intuitive. So I can just recommend you testing out Milanote and the ability and the features that it has, because I gotta say, we have a lot of cool design tools out there to design features, to design apps, websites, and so on. But what about the planning process? What about the planning stage? I think we are still really working with whiteboards and writing down stuff and so on. But what about distributed teams, remote teams? You don't have a whiteboard that is like working for everyone because it's a physical element, a physical item. But Milanote enables us to have those online whiteboards and idea boards and so on. Another thing that I want to show you is that you can export your board. You can download a PDF and you can also convert it to a linear document and get it there. You can share your boards by inviting someone from your team, and you can also generate a secret link. So those are, I would say, the main features of this video that I want to show you right here. I want to show you just one more thing, because I think this will really give you a cool impression of what you are capable of using Milanote. I showed you just the basic features, gave you an overview, but what real projects can do with Milanote is just beyond compare. We can go and create a mood board. So you want to design an app and you have some inspiration floating around. Why not just going into Milanote, posting all your dribble screens or whatever, fonts, colors, and so on in Milanote, in a new board. Then what else? We can say we want to brainstorm something. We want to have an agile task board. Even something like that can be done in Milanote. We can also create a customer journey, which is impressive. I'm going to show you the live example of this one. You see that there is a persona that we created before, and then we have this user journey. So for example, you're going to a website, you're signing up, you're confirming your account details, and so on, all the way over after to a checkout, to a shopping process, and once you've done the shopping, you get it delivered. I think this is awesome. You're so flexible and there are so many ways to use Milanote, and I gotta say I'm really loving it. So if you would like to try it out, to give it a try, go to milanote.com, register, get an account, download the Mac app, and you're ready to go. So I hope that this gave you a short overview about all the features, and yeah, just try it out for yourself, by yourself, and enjoy. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we see us in the next one. Bye. This video was sponsored by DevMountain. If any of you are interested in learning UX design, DevMountain is a 12-week design bootcamp intended to get you a full-time job in the industry. You can learn more about this at devmountain.com or by clicking the link in the video description. Thanks for watching the video, and we see us in the next one. Bye!